Yo, TJ, we need this for real.
Welcome to episode 3 of the Eastenders podcast. I'm Jay Something, here with Tajay the God, Tajay on road.
You know, him.
We got Lou on the keys. That's gonna be the ongoing joke. You're on the keys, always. And we got Tehran in the room again. So yeah, welcome to episode 3. Last time we covered a bunch of topics. I was not feeling the repeat, to be honest. I was not trying to do
at all.
Yeah, but a couple of the topics I think can kind of run over. We can carry them over to this week. You want to start with the LA recap?
Yeah, basically the man that went to LA.
Yeah, we were gone.
I don't want to go too much in detail with like the LA trip, but it's definitely like. Because we already talked about this, like, yeah. But you guys didn't hear it, so it's definitely something I want to say, like that we did, and like we had our experience. So we went. We were there for 10 days. Jay was there a little longer than me.
Yeah,
like
I think I was there for like 11 days. Well, like you technically 2 days, but
yeah,
it was
like
the
day before me, and you left the day. You got home the day after me.
Yeah, but it was technically like a day of traveling. So
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so we got down there 2 days or a day before you.
Yeah.
And then kind of got settled. First off the bat, we had Rolling Loud. That was crazy. Mm-hmm. We saw a bunch of people.
Even before Rolling Loud, we went seeing Kanye and Drake.
Yeah, why do I keep thinking that Rolling Loud, you know what, in my mind, the night that you guys went to the Clippers game was the night that we went to Kanye. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. But yeah. First, we saw Kanye and Drake.
Because as soon as I landed, I put my shit down, got dressed, and like was like, "Yeah, I'm going to see Kanye and Drake right now."
Yeah.
So yeah. I can't forget that order.
Yeah.
Then, which was a great experience. And then we did Rolling Loud, which was a good experience in terms of just like going out somewhere with all the friends in a concert. But Rolling Loud itself was mediocre as far as festivals go.
Yeah, it wasn't.
If I'm being completely honest, it was
nothing to call home about.
Yeah. It wasn't my first Rolling Loud. The other one I've been to, I definitely liked it more than the New York one, but it was just okay. But that was also coming off the heels of like the Travis Scott and everything. So
yeah. So it was kind of it was more tame.
Yeah, a lot more tamed, a lot more precautions, a lot more everything. But
and also it was LA. Like I don't think LA is like a real big.
I don't think at least that rowdy crowd.
Yeah, in your mind, I think you would think LA is probably like the place to go for a music fest, but it's not at all.
I think it's more like,
and there's like
I feel like so Rolling Loud is like a mashup between like ragers and hipster kids. That's what I think Rolling Loud's like fundamentally supposed to be on some cool shit. LA is like the place for hipster kids. Coachella.
Yeah.
Coachella. That's the only music festival.
But when they go to Coachella, they're not probably not lining up to see Kanye. They're lining up to see the Jack Johnsons and the
I feel like I seen the Coachella lineup. Kanye's headlining Sunday.
Yeah, he's headlining. No, but I think I'm trying to say like I think they're more of like a folky, like they're probably like honestly they probably listen to white music more. Like I think they're less of a hip hop crowd.
I feel
LA.
like just
and
like
the ones who are hip hop crowds, I don't think they're buying tickets to go to a music festival in their backyard. Like, you know,
I don't know what that audience is like, but I feel like they would know better to like. They're like, it's in December, bro, because we didn't know it was fucking cold as fuck. So that's like another thing where they probably are like, bro, this doesn't feel like
yeah. Like I've been saying it bare, but December is December everywhere.
Yeah, bro. December is December. Because if we went, because I think their Coachella is going to be in April. So like, but that's like a more get high and have a blast.
Yeah. But it's more like Coachella's. I think in my mind is supposed to be like the modern day rich person version of what's that festival, Woodstock, where all those people, you know, where it's like, you know, you just get loose and you just take
different
drugs.
Type of high. It's not even like, you know, because everyone it's called Rolling Loud. Everyone goes there and everyone's smoking weed, but everyone smokes weed everywhere. I feel like that's more like let's go on a trip.
Yeah,
let's like take a little acid, take a little, like
you're not taking Molly.
Take some
you're definitely
and go on that type of like a psychedelic, wear a headdress type drip.
Yeah. Type drip. You're definitely you're not taking Molly. You're definitely taking LSD. You're taking one of them type of drugs.
Yeah.
You know what like always gets me like. It's always like so surprising about music festivals, and I feel like I should get over it, but. The fact that it's always just like white kids. It's all like no matter what the genre of music is, it's always just like white kids. Always. Yeah. And it's like I don't know if it's like a like a socioeconomic thing, like it's only white kids can afford.
I think that's what it is.
Maybe. But yeah,
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Cause when I went to New York, there's a lot of niggas there. I ain't even gonna like act like there's not. It was more ethnic. But
yeah.
But to be fair, it's it was Rolling Loud in New York was in Queens.
Yeah.
We were in the suburb, like we were in LA for Rolling Loud, California. Yeah. It wasn't in LA. We were an hour out.
Yeah, we were in like the deadest ends, like bro. Oh my god, I can't even explain we were where we were when we left the concert grounds, the festival grounds. We went to we walked to a gas station and we couldn't find an Uber. And the gas station guy was like, yeah, Ubers don't come down here. They don't like to come down here. They'll just cancel your ride. And we were like, where am I? Where am I for
literally,
real?
We were in, bro. We were
this was not East LA. This was like San Bernardino. We were in the ends.
So when I heard that, I was like, what the fuck? Because we're in there, phone on E, bro,
Yeah.
Hella kids who couldn't get an Uber were just in that fucking gas station with us, just chilling, just asking their friends, did you get an Uber? Did you get an Uber? Could you get an Uber? Did you get an Uber?
Yeah.
Over and over. I'm like, bro, why are we fucking stuck here right now? This is insane to me.
I'm not even gonna get into it. I think I have PTSD from
that was such a weird,
hours in the cold wind.
That was such a weird experience for me. I was like, this is sick.
Yeah. But definitely the highlight was Kanye though.
Yeah.
Seeing Kanye twice, seeing him once at him and Drake,
and then seeing again at ending Rolling Loud.
Yeah. Honestly, you guys missed the Drake and Kanye review. It was gonna maybe we'll release it one day as a
extra.
Yeah, we'll get
back in time type of thing.
We'll get a professional engineer to fix it up. We'll do, don't worry. But yeah, Kanye definitely was the highlight for sure.
100%. And then got to see the touristy shit. What I've noticed, so I'll tell this. What I've noticed the difference between me and some of my friends is, bro, I could care fucking less about the touristy shit. I couldn't care. I couldn't even pretend to care. I do not care.
Yeah.
In no part of me is am I entertained by any of it?
Yeah.
I want to travel and shit, but I really want to go out to when I say I want to travel, I say I want to go and just go as if I was living there, even if it was just for 3 days or 4 days. We went to the Hollywood to the walk, and I was like, bro, this shit sucks, bro. This is.
But there's. I get what you're saying, and I agree with you. I think I agree with you.
Even the Hollywood sign, I was like, oh, cool.
But there's no way. In my mind, there's no way I'm gonna go be in LA and not, or be in Hollywood and not go to the Walk of Fame. It's I'm not trying to spend time there, but it's there's no way I'm not going. I
couldn't even even going to Hollywood. I was like, I don't even care about being over here. But then again, there's nothing for me that was exciting to go over there anyway.
Yeah.
There's other shit that I was more interested in. But I was
and LA is so big. That's what I'm realizing too. It's so big that it's we were staying in Hollywood, which is a good ways away from East Hollywood or East LA, and people were saying East LA is probably more dangerous, but that's the ends to go to.
Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't even know. We had no clue. So we were kind of staying close to Hollywood because that's where we were.
But it was cool. I do if I was to go back to LA, which I sure I'll end up there. A bunch of times in my life, but it won't be hopefully if I'm going there to like for my own reasons, like I just want to go there for whatever reason, I just want to go there. It'll definitely be at a warmer time. I'll definitely take the weather into account, and then other than that, type shit. Yeah, and then other than that, yeah. But I'm sure LA will see me again.
Yeah, like also like a lot more and like no racial, but like a lot more Mexican than I thought. Like I know it's connected to Mexico, but like there are Mexican flags everywhere and a lot more Spanish than I thought.
That Spanish, like that's what we seen heavy. That Spanish culture was
brush up.
That Mexican culture was heavy down there. Yo, Mexican niggas, respectfully, y'all say nigga with your whole fucking chest.
Yeah.
Like,
and then look at us and dare us to do something. Like, you know what? One of the days, yo, if you're ever in my ends, I'll get the guts. But while I'm in your ends, like, just turn your back at least and say,
y'all say nigga like that's your word for real. Like, damn. But yeah, damn.
Nah, it's not your word. Just like clarification. Clarification. It's not your word. Nowhere near your word. Like nowhere near.
This is not your word.
At all. But yeah, like I said, the highlight was definitely Kanye. Seeing Kanye twice. And right after we left LA, all this bullshit started with Kanye and Julia Fox. And do you even know who Julia Fox is?
No, I knew the name. It's just one of those names that are in my head and I have no picture or like face to like go along with the name.
Can you pull up a picture of her? I have like I know what she looks like from the videos. But
I seen her now. I seen her now.
Is she a model? What does she do?
I think so.
Okay. Well, let me intro what we're talking about. So, Kanye and Julia Fox are now confirmed to be dating, and this is like after we've seen numerous pictures, and I don't know if we've gotten a confirmation.
This is after we were just in LA, and he was like Kimberly.
But I don't know if we've got confirmation. But this is after we've seen Kim and Pete Davidson on roads and holding hands and doing all that kind of stuff, which a lot of people said was for publicity. But if you ask me, this Kanye and Julia Fox shit seems like it's equally as for publicity. Like that very first picture you saw of them, what was it, New Year's Day or something like that?
When she was at the restaurant?
Yeah, coming out of the restaurant. That looked like a damn near like a fucking Dior picture, bro. Like that looked like it could be right on the bottle of a damn perfume. I didn't see the one of them coming out of the restaurant. The one I seen was she was hiding her, like he was sitting at the restaurant and she was like kind of off to the side of him, like her face was like so the picture you're talking about.
And then but like in terms of that, I was like Kanye.
Like that looks like an EP. Like what you talking about? That's the EP cover right there, fam. That like when I saw the pictures, I was like, that is wild. But do you know what like this led me to thinking? Okay, so Julia Fox, like
Kanye, take a black girl out the hood, please.
Nah, he's not gonna do a black. He's not. But look, it's clearly tit for tat. Like, okay, like Kim, you're gonna do your shit with Pete Davidson, so I'm gonna get me a white girl, Julia Fox. I'm gonna do the same thing. But like, she's not even that bad. She's not that bad. Like, bro, I fuck and she's bad at two different things, though.
That's a fact.
Like, you know, like
that's a big fact. Tit for tat, bro. I'm not gonna say Kanye's not that petty because of course he is.
Of course, Kanye's king of petty, and now he's a billionaire. Like billionaires are king of petty. You did see that Jeff Bezos and fucking what was it? Elon Musk. Who were those two niggas that went to space and they're building the bigger spaceships than the other one? Like billionaires are petty, fam. Yeah, it's definitely a tit for tat thing.
But
are we also forgetting like there's kids involved? like I'm not gonna lie, if I was any of those kids, I would be pissed if I had to grow up and see like mom. First of all, like no disrespect to all the kids, but your mom's a doof. Like your mom was a whole idiot. But like besides that fact of like why she's famous and all that, to see like my parents playing games like this, I'm getting choked up just thinking about it. Like that would actually just end it, bro. that would end it. Like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? My parents, like let's imagine if your parents weren't celebrities and your parents are just like, oh yeah, like your dad's mad at me, so I'm going to see my boyfriend, and your dad's like, yeah, your mom's mad at me, so I'm going to see my next girl, and you're like, oh.
I'm not gonna act like I like know their parenting. But I doubt that. It's like the train of thought.
Nigga, we don't have to know anything about their parenting to see that they have kids and what they're doing.
bro. But like, do you know how many people are like that? That like in a day to day where it's like,
I mean, yeah, a lot of people are like that.
It's like that's like a common thing. Like, oh, my baby mom's acting up. Let me call this nigga over. That's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then from what I see,
but it's like,
what I see from a regular kid, it doesn't like, I can't, obviously I can't speak on like highly famous family in terms of like how that
they have 4 kids.
Yeah, they have 4.
That is crazy.
I feel like that's like different because like everything they see is in the public eye, so it's a whole record of it, right? Versus like, oh, she's just going to her like, her baby daddy's acting up, so I'm calling over to my boyfriend and my kid's gonna be in the next room. I'll do whatever I want.
That's a lot of that is different. Like, I'm not saying that's equally as wrong in my eyes. But it's even worse if when you get older you have to see pictures of it.
I don't think it's wrong at all, unless
and North is of the age where we see her. She has her TikTok or whatever. She's on social media. She can see pictures of, even if her mom's holding it down outside. Like, that's not cool.
But I don't think it's I don't think it's wrong at all. Personally,
that's not cool. I don't think it's cool at all.
Because it's like what it depends
to play publicist games. Like, you heard Kanye say in his Drink Champs interview, that fucking publicist Kim has, I hate her. She's always playing games. Let's do this to make me mad. Like, literally not even a week after that, the Kim and Pete Davidson stuff started. So like, in my mind, there's a connection. It's publisher games, like publicist games. And it's like, if that's really what it is, and I shouldn't judge. Like, if that's not what it is, then do your thing. But if it's publicist games, that's fucked. That's fucked up, man. Like, if Kim's trying to get something out of Kanye, and her running around with Pete Davidson is getting him angry enough to like get leverage on her side, like, because we know they're going through a divorce. Yeah. So that's not cool. That's not cool.
Yeah, like I said, for me, going through your divorce, you're going to have a divorce. You're seeing other people. When it comes to seeing other people, if you're bringing like the only issue for me, when you're in the midst of seeing other people, when you have someone who's clearly attached to your life, like a husband or a baby father or something like that, as long as you're not bringing a random nigga around your child, that's where it draws the line. That's where I'm like, oh, now this is kind of fucked because you're having someone else around your child. But before that, and you're playing your petty games, go crazy. You guys could both be losers. Like,
yeah.
But as soon as like, I don't think it genuinely affects that child until like, now this additional person is in that child's life, and as a game, now you're in a weird place. You're odd.
Yeah, it doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
But also, you know what I've been thinking too is Julia Fox. Like I said, I don't really know who she is. I know who she is now, but I didn't really like. If you said Julia Fox to me before, I would have thought like news anchor or like a weather girl or somewhere.
Just,
like, honestly, like,
this is a model name.
Yeah, she has one of those. Yeah,
one of those names.
Or maybe it's also kind of like a porn star
Megan
name
Fox,
also.
Julia Fox.
Yeah, it's like, you definitely are in the entertainment business. But to be fair, I didn't really know Pete Davidson before this Kim stuff.
No, I knew
like,
Pete Davidson.
I knew Pete Davidson for like let's be honest. Like, the last time I seen Pete Davidson, he was doing the Comedy Central roast. And like, that roast he did with Justin Bieber was hilarious, where he just kept like roasting his dad for dying in 9/11 and all that kind of stuff. Like, that was hilarious.
Y'all know damn well. But like, I don't know nothing about that.
But like, his dad died in 9/11. It's like a huge part of his act. Like, especially that, I don't know if you watched the Justin Bieber roast on Comedy Central, but like, that was his whole thing. Not. Like, that was his whole thing. But it was, yeah. Like, now, ever since this Kanye, like, I don't know when they filmed it, but like, he's in that Nick Jonas roast, which is like, okay, I get, he's a roaster. But he's popping up everywhere. They said he's in talks to host the Oscars.
With his comedy, I've never like seen it. Like, I've never seen nothing Pete Davidson. I only know his name, not from this stuff. I knew him from before, literally as Ariana's husband or fiance.
But yeah, last time we seen him, that nigga was trying to kill himself after she broke up with him, and he was going on like SNL and shit and crying and whining and be like, she broke up with me and she's so mean, she's a bitch. You remember that? And she was like, yo, I just don't want you anymore.
No, I didn't see any of that.
The love of my life died, and I don't want you anymore. Like, sorry.
Yeah. Shout out to Ariana, though. She's with a super rich fucking real estate nigga now. That's who she married. a real estate agent.
Yeah, that totally fits. That totally fits.
Yeah, like a regular, but he's like he does like only the million. Like he doesn't do homes that aren't for super rich people. Like if a super rich person isn't buying the house, he's not even like involved.
Yeah. He's a celebrity real estate agent.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
But if Pete Davidson, if Pete Davidson hosts the Oscars, there's no coming back from that so white controversy. Like, who is watching that? Who is trying to see his ugly ass up there hosting the damn Oscars, bro? Like, what are you talking about?
Oscars? No, I wasn't watching that shit anyway.
Like, where is he getting all these? Where did he come from? Like, where did he go back to crying over Ariana? And why is it that like he keeps getting these bad girls? Like, I don't know if he slept with.
Oh no,
Kim,
now you're hating.
But like, what is going on?
Nah, now you're hating. Nah, you're dirty.
Like, what is going on?
Nah, that's sick.
Like, what is like?
No, you're sick.
Yeah, let me stop. Yeah, I'm dirty back and I'm dirty, bro.
Nah,
But like,
that nigga hated.
Someone do the math. Someone on TikTok. I hope they hear this and they just follow the trail. Follow the receipts, yo. Follow the receipts because something's not adding up.
Do you know what he's doing?
Something's fishy.
Do you know what he's doing? You said something's fishy. Listen, I'm not subscribing to Jay's Dirty Mackin', but listen. What if did you watch that movie with?
Is it Dirty Mackin' if it's true?
Fuck, what's that movie?
It's Dirty Mackin'. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
It's Dirty Mackin', especially if it's true.
I'm Dirty Mackin'.
Especially if it's true. You know that nigga cheated?
Yo,
you're disgusting.
Nah, okay, like no. Okay, yeah, okay. We're not gonna get into Dirty Mackin' talk right now, but I'm telling you right now, telling on the nigga is dirty Mackin'.
Yeah.
But
hating on
questioning how something happened is not Dirty Mackin'.
It's Dirty Mackin'.
That's not Dirty Mackin'.
It's okay. You're dirty. You're hating. It's dirty.
Okay, yeah, I'm hating. Yeah, fuck
it's
that
Dirty
nigga.
Mackin'. It's Dirty Mackin'. If you brought that to like the bitch's attention in any way, shape, or form.
Like
if you brought it to her,
fuck Pete Davidson. Like I don't. Yeah, I'm hating.
Yeah, that's hating.
Yeah, I see. What you're saying though? Would you watch what movie?
Oh, like how you're saying, like there has to be something going on. The movie with Nick Cannon and that sweet thing. What's her name? When he's
Nick
a
Cannon
nerd.
and that sweet thing. Every movie he's done has a sweet thing.
Yeah. Love don't cost a thing.
Oh yeah.
You
Christina Milian. She's bad.
Yeah. So it's like you know how there's something going on like him.
Yeah, it's a little fishy.
him with her, it's like one of those things. Like, how you trying to make him cool right now? What's going on?
Facts.
What did you have on you?
Facts.
But no hate.
No hate.
No hating. No, you're hating. I was just drawing my comparison to your hate.
Yeah. But moving on. So apparently there are a lot of Montrealers. So I don't even know how to intro the story because I didn't know these niggas at all. Like if I didn't follow, like I did not know these people at all. If I did not follow the
where did I first see it?
What is it? The World Star Montreal account? I would not have seen this at all.
I don't even remember the first time I seen it.
Can we pull up an article? Can we pull up an article on that one? But essentially, let me just see. So essentially, it's a group of Montreal influencers, and I don't know how much influence you can have. I didn't know who you were, but they
we're in different worlds.
They got a chartered private flight with Sunwing. A chartered private flight with Sunwing to, is it Cancun, Mexico?
Mexico, yeah, Cancun.
Mexico, right?
Yeah.
And then I guess while on the flight, they posted pictures of them. Pictures and videos. If you see the videos. They're wild.
I seen. That's what I seen. I seen the videos of them. I've only seen the videos of them on the plane. Yeah, I was like, whoa.
I don't know who released them. Clearly it was one of those things where like there's 40 of them and like 2 of them weren't feeling it. Like you know, filming everyone being like, "Stop, guys! Why are you doing this?" So the videos got leaked of them partying without masks on and drinking and vaping on the plane,
drinking, smoking,
and honestly, none of that really like drinking is allowed. I guess not excessive drinking in the way they were drinking.
You can't. Yeah.
What concerned me, the vaping didn't concern me. Like I was like, how are y'all jumping and bouncing around like that in the plane? Like, are you guys not scared? Like I don't know about y'all, but I'm scared to fly. Like I was not. Like that was not cool with me,
bro. They're having a whole fucking party.
A whole party in the.
They were having a party in the sky.
Yeah,
and I'm like, you guys just sit down, bro. But
so essentially, they land in Mexico and they turn on their data and see that all these videos have been released and they're immediately picked up by a bunch of Quebec news.
And they're loving
news outlets.
The attention.
Yep, and then so essentially, No airline is flying them back home. They're banned from a lot of airlines, so they're stuck in Mexico right now.
Yeah.
This is going on. I think they did their 7-day or whatever, so they were trying to fly back sometime this week, and the government was like no. They pled to Justin Trudeau to get them out, and then you know what he did? He went on TV and gave a speech and was like. It was in French, but he was saying, like, we have a lot of people who aren't taking this COVID thing seriously. And when you have, he said, a gang of, what was it? Gang of something. He called them a gang. And I was like, why does everyone keep calling them a gang? It's so funny, bro.
Bro, with all due respect, bro, I love when a group of, like, rowdy white kids get called a gang. I love it, bro. I love it. It's so hilarious, bro. I don't even fuck with, like, Trudeau like that. But like that is hilarious, bro. That is hilarious. Yeah. Call them a gang, bro. Yeah. Call them a group of ruffians.
We're not the only ones that deserve that.
Yeah,
that
bro. They love to call like a niggas just like doing too much a gang, bro. Nah, chose some rowdy niggas, bro. That's a gang. No, that group of like white kids that were wilding out, and they were grown, bro. It's not like they were little kids. Yeah. It's not like they're because me and Jay, we went to
Jay and I.
DR. Jay and I. You're right. No, you're right. Jay and I, we went to fucking DR when we were in grade 12. That plane literally filled with like 12th graders.
Yeah.
Who were
all
like,
underage. Every single one.
Like everyone was 18 or under.
Yeah.
Literally everyone on the plane. And there was like we were like ha 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 excited to go, but never in our heads at that age would that cross our mind to like be fucking acting like a dumbass on the plane.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm scared for my safety. Like, bro, even if I wanted to, like, everything in my body was like, drink this Bacardi and get lit, fam. I don't want to die.
Literally.
Like, I don't know how this plane works. I don't know if me jumping up and down is fucking with the pressure. I don't want to die. That's my first concern.
Literally.
But they're white, so they don't fear death. But. But they were up there partying and drinking, and their first mistake is like, we always say it, but this generation and filming everything. Just learn to, when you record a Snapchat story, you realize there's a button you can hit with a little arrow facing down with a line, and you can save. You can save,
bro.
You can, fam. When you get back home, when you are safely in your bed, then you can be like, ha, look at these stupid niggas. Look how I was partying on the plane. Like, why would you post it in real time?
You're posting it in real time, and like,
and if you didn't post it, one of y'all's a bitch.
If they didn't post it, the likelihood of them all being on the travel ban would be like, no, like. You
think the one who outed them to the news outlet would get like they would know who told by the one nigga who got flown home.
Nigga said I'm getting home bro, like
It's like when you know who told him to jail because it's the one guy eating McDonald's. It's like, oh yeah, you told you got a Whopper and the drink.
No, with the bev is crazy.
Yeah, with the side gravy. Yeah, you told all the dirt cuz.
But it's like, bro, I love, as much as I like appreciate being Canadian and living in Canada and Toronto and the GTA and all that shit, bro. If I lost my ability to leave because I was on the travel ban list, I would fucking end it all.
Yeah.
I would jump.
Yeah, no.
I would people always underestimate my willingness to jump, but that's a different topic.
Yeah, literally. Like they don't believe. Like even me crossing the road and those assholes will speed up a little bit, like when you're jaywalking. And I'm like, please
do it.
Like please, I've hated my legs for years. Take them. Like I don't care.
So for me to so I would never put myself. But as much as I say I would jump, I'm not gonna put myself in a position where I would actually need to jump.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I hate my life that much. Like, no, bro. But that's one of those situations. Like, what the fuck do you mean I can't not leave ever if I want to? I can't catch a flight.
And honestly,
I can't come home.
Yeah.
I'm paying. Bro, I'm afraid to leave the resort because everyone knows we're dumbasses. So I have to pay for this expensive ass hotel for months because no one wants to fly us home. I'm gonna have to take a cruise home or some shit.
Yeah, that whole Montrealer influencer thing as well is kind of like it's a joke. It's like no, where's your influence? Like, I'm sure this is the most influence, the most publicity they've ever had. You're national, bro. Like, I've never heard of these people either.
Probably,
like,
but
and on the two Montreal accounts I follow, like, I saw a bunch of comments of people saying I've never seen these people. Like, I've never heard these people.
Yeah, I would give them the pass in terms of like the word influencer is used so loosely, where it's like anyone, like, bro, if you do anything on the internet, basically you could be like, you could throw that influencer label on yourself.
I think they use it the same way that probably like Instagram and like the social medias define it, and they probably define it by a statistic, so like a certain number of followers and
yeah,
shit like
but I was saying, you know,
yeah.
it's a group with enough followers. You know, there's a group of people and they probably have a decent amount of followers, so they're influencers. It's not like, a real influencer would have influence. Like if you're talking like Kylie or something like that, you know, or like Rihanna, or like someone with like influence to drive dollars towards something, that's severely different. But
but listen, if you can influence 500 people to buy a product, that's an influencer. That's an influencer.
So I guess that's 500 people. So yeah.
Anyway, I'm done with this topic. I don't care. I don't care about them. Honestly, keep them. Yeah, the Mexican people, you guys will love them.
Keep that gang of
honestly, Cartel, put them to work.
Keep that gang.
Put them to work.
Yeah, Cartel, put them to work. Free that gang of ruffians. No.
Keep that gang of miscreants.
Keep that. Those delinquents far from
those juvenile delinquents.
Those juvenile delinquents.
You know what?
Those goons. Yeah. Keep those goons.
You know what? Put them in a group home.
My country.
Put them in a group home in Mexico. Do that.
And in the trench.
In the trenches.
Like, actually, take out
all the trench.
No, make them pay for the hotel. Move all the kids in the group home to the hotel, and then make them stay in the trench.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my suggestion. But yeah, I'm done with these.
Yeah.
These.
You want to move on to music?
Rapscallions.
Oh no, let's cover the one more Canadian homegrown story. So there was a politician. I'm not giving him any clout. I'm not saying his name, but there's a politician. There's a story going online. A politician who posted a picture of his wife. Can we pull up the post real quick? I think he tweeted a picture of his wife, and the tweet was something to effect of, after my wife is the greatest wife ever, after a 12-hour shift of working at the hospital. So he says, even after a 12-hour... What is that? Oh, it's an ad. That's an ad. That's not our ad, though. So he says, even after a 12-hour shift at the hospital last night, my wife still has the energy to shovel the driveway. Nah. God bless her.
Bro,
he's wasted. God bless her and all of our frontliners. Time to make her some breakfast. Prayer hands emoji. Get this nigga out of here. Somebody get him out of here. No way he took a picture of his wife from the top window of her shoveling the driveway.
Bro, and
had the nerve to tweet it.
12-hour shift and she still has time to shovel the driveway. First of all, you bastard, yo,
you dirty bastard! How dare you?
You should be too ashamed to. You should have looked at the window and felt shame and just went to go make.
And I know he felt smart and witty with that stupid breakfast line. Like, we're gonna make her some breakfast. Like, you should have switching the gender roles. Like, shut the hell up.
You should have made her breakfast in silence. Cause like, why you got her out there after a 12-hour shift? You're hell.
So, like, as a follow up to this, she created a Twitter account just for the sole purpose of responding to this story, and she tweeted that, like, something to the effect of, you know, when you come home from an all-nighter and you just have energy and you just decide to do it. Like, I guess he was in bed and he didn't even see her. He woke up to her doing it. And I'm like, even so, like, you making excuses for his lazy, like, if you loved her that much, fam, when you saw her, you should have ran outside, grabbed the shovel for her, and be like, no, get inside, you just worked the 12-hour shift. Nah, my nigga sat inside in the warmth, probably right by the radiator, bro, right by the vent, had the heat blowing on him. It was like, oh, snuggled up in his robe with his hot coffee. It was like, oh, look at her shoveling the driveway. Like, get out of here,
bro.
Get out of here.
My mom made sure I knew how to do everything for myself in terms of, you know, washing my own clothes, washing the dishes, cleaning the house, whatever, scouring out the bathroom properly, cook for myself, whatever. But like, and you know, my mom would just like, as a man, you should be able to take care of yourself, right?
Yep.
And as like a woman, you should be able to take care of yourself. You should be able to cook, clean, all those stuff. A human being should be able to do that stuff.
Yeah,
but
there's no gender roles.
There's no gender roles. Like, there's no gender roles for that shit. You should all be able to do that, right? But the only times I would feel shame in my household as a child, not if I didn't wash the dishes, because I knew how to wash the dishes, and my mom could wash the dishes. Like, even if it was my day, I wouldn't feel shame. If, like, I was just, like, I knew I was supposed to wash the dishes, but I didn't, I wouldn't feel shame. Or if I, if I didn't mop or I didn't vacuum or something, I was just like, whatever, I'll do it later, whatever. But if I got home or I looked outside and I seen my mom shoveling when I knew I was supposed to shovel, I felt shame.
Yeah.
Or taking out the trash too.
Yeah.
There's
no gender roles, but there's certain things I'm never gonna let the woman of my life, whether it's my mother at the time or my wife. There's certain things I'm never gonna let her do.
Like,
taking out the heavy trash and shoveling the driveway is like two of them.
Yeah,
and I'm if you're offended by that, like, I'm sorry, but like, that's not a gender role. It's not like the man has to do it. But I, as like a man who loves the female in his life, like, is never gonna let her do that.
I literally see my mom shoveling. I just like, or like, those ones she's like, when you say, oh, I'll do it later. When you say I'll do it later, and then and they're like, and they just kiss their teeth, and then they kiss their teeth, and you think, okay, cool, I can do it later. And you see them doing it, you're just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
or I'm going outside to go do it.
No, what I really hate is, and I don't want to take us too off topic, but I hate when parents would wake up in the morning and ask you to do something, and it's like, say 9 a.m., and then by noon, if you haven't done it, you just see them doing it, and it's like, if you wanted me to do it in a certain time frame, you should have told me a time frame. But like, don't act like I'm not gonna do it just because I haven't done it right away.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nah. Yeah. But yeah. Nah.
You know what was always
go
weird
shovel
to
for
me?
your wife.
Shout out to the wife.
I said go shovel for your wife.
Yeah, go. Yeah, shout out to her too.
And make the breakfast still, you bum.
Yeah,
she was working 12 hours.
Yeah, like what? Like.
She was working 12 hours, bro. Go do both.
Yeah, you need to rent out a restaurant for her. Like, what? Yeah, like, what's always been weird to me though, or what was weird to me? Do you remember those shows where it was like you would switch, or your mom was gone for the weekend? It was like one of those mom swap reality shows, and the mom would be gone for a weekend. It was like Disaster Dad, I think it was called. And these dads had no clue what to do. Like, they didn't know how to like comb their daughter's hair, how to cook, how to do dishes,
exactly what show you're
how to go
talking
shopping, about. And it was the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life.
Exactly what show you're
my
talking
parents
about.
used to be like, "Yo, if you're ever like this, like, you're disgusting. You as a grown man can't cook for yourself. You can't go grocery shopping with your youths. Like, that's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Men who like depend on their women for that kind of stuff you're embarrassing. Like, you have like a mommy syndrome or something."
Yeah, take care of yourself, bro. Your mom should have taught you how to take care of yourself. Like, But
the problem is, some of their moms taught them how to take care of themselves, but didn't make them do it.
Yeah, true.
And so, like, they know how, they just don't want to have to do it themselves.
They're just not accustomed to doing it.
Yeah. And I know a lot of you niggas are just going to find wives like that. They're just going to do everything for you.
Bro, do you know what I saw? Okay, last thing, off topic. Which I've been, like, thinking about ever since I seen it. And it was like, for that reason specifically, what you just said, where, a lot of you are going to find wives who are going to do it for you. A lot of women, or I seen a woman tweeting this, and it was like, a lot of women are like married, but like they're like still single mothers. And it's like, literally that reason.
Yeah.
I see it.
Sad.
And I can't even say it. I don't see it. I can't even defend niggas on that one. I'm like, I'm like facts. Like, because for that exact reason, whereas like niggas, they know how to do it. They're just, if you're going to do it for them, they're not going to do it. Like, niggas be lazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even, like, it's nothing deeper than that. It's not like they can't do it or they're incapable. Niggas is lazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and it sucks, but, like, it's the way it is. Like,
and it's more than lazy too, because it's a level of consideration.
Yeah,
like, because we're lazy. Like, I know me, like all of us in this room, I know we're all lazy.
Yeah.
But when you get to a point of where you see like people doing something, like you get to that point where you're like, okay, let me do this, let me pick up this. Like, like everyone has that level. It's like those husbands that don't have that level. It's like, you are way too comfortable, bro, and you have no consideration.
You work the same hours of the day as her. But the difference is you expect her to cook clean when she gets home, and you sat on the chair and cracked the cold one.
Yeah.
And y'all making like the same amount of money. Yes.
Listen, but it's also not unreasonable to ask for the partner who, if a partner doesn't work and a partner's home all day, it's not unreasonable to ask to have dinner made or
Absolutely
to have
not.
the house
Absolutely
clean
not.
or to have dishes
Do it.
done. That's not a gender thing, but it's if you are the spouse who stays home, that's what you need. Like if any girls want to wife me or if want to hub me up, like I'm with that.
Bro,
like
if you want
I
me
will
to be a
home.
stay-at-home father, I am
home.
a gold digger. I have a praise baby girl.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, this is what we're doing? All right.
No.
Shorty, take care of me, please. I can't. I don't want to.
For real though. For real.
Like I will. The house will be spotless, and whatever you want it, and I'll have a whole like.
Yeah.
I'll have a whole menu for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, laundry will be done. Corners on the sheets will be tucked. Like I will make sure everything is pristine.
Woke up, cleaned first thing. Then I just gotta cook dinner. Definitely ready by 5.
Yeah.
And I have bare time in between to do whatever I want. And after.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But kids really does does mess that up. I remember when I was doing tutoring, and I really got to see like how little hours there are in a day. Like, especially if you're a mom or a dad who wakes up early with the kids and gets his kids off to school.
Yeah.
Like, unless you're waking up at like 5, 6 a.m., even if at 6 a.m., like, there's not enough hours in the day. Because, like, this woman, she would, like, wake up at like 6:30 in the morning. By the time she showered, bathed, she has to get the kids, let's say school starts at 9. So she's up at 6:30. By the time she showers, bathes, gets dinner started, kids up, it's like 7:38,
Yeah.
Kids are eating. She has to leave at 8:15, drop them at school. Okay, it's 9. You get back at like 9:30.
Yeah.
You clean up the house a little bit, put in a load of laundry, do some dishes. It's already 11:30. You have to run back to school, drop lunch, come back. You take out that load of laundry, fold that load of laundry, do a next little bit of dishes. All of a sudden it's 3:30. Like you have to go. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. So it is like a high expectation when you have these.
It is. Especially when you have multiple jobs.
Like, where the fuck are my dishes?
Just me bringing these fucking. Not these fucking my little brothers. just me setting them up for online school in the morning is a fucking task, bro.
Yeah.
And then because I'm not waking up that early. Then I have to get their breakfast and everything. Make sure they're eating. They're eating with their webcam on, fucking in the middle of their online school and shit like that. It's a whole thing. Like even just at home, then you get that element of being like, oh, all day with them, like doing all this extra shit. It is a lot.
Yeah, and it's draining.
It's a lot.
It's draining. That online at home stuff is not effective. Kids aren't learning anything.
Kids right now are not learning a thing, and it's like getting bad. Like I feel bad for my siblings in terms of like, they're just behind, bro. I felt like when I was in second grade, like around the second grade, I was obviously I wasn't the best reader, but I knew I could read plenty. Like I could read and I could count and I could like add and subtract the basics. I didn't have no trouble with that. And I feel like a lot of kids right now, because there's so much time missed away from school, and not even just missed because they're supposed to be online school, but like the way that they are disengaged, like, bro, you're putting this iPad in front of a kid and telling him to like learn from this lady on the screen. Like, bro, he's not fucking listening. Like he's not listening at all. Like he didn't hear a thing you said. Nothing registered because you have nothing in front of him that's gonna like make him like retain that information. And it is ass, bro. Poor kids.
Is it mandatory for them to have their cameras on?
No.
Yeah, I know some schools it is, some schools it isn't.
Well, no, it's not mandatory for them to have their cameras on, but they be putting them on, and sometimes they be doing like gym shit. I'll be like, yo, stop, yo.
Yeah.
What do you mean do jumping jacks? He's in the house.
Yeah.
Why are you telling him to jump? He has like, why are you telling my brother to do jumping jacks when he's in the house right now?
Yeah,
like around the dining room table. Like, please, like,
not do that.
Use your sense right now, please.
Come on now.
To the teacher, like, please.
Come on, I didn't even do jumping jacks in the gym if the teacher wasn't looking at me.
No cap.
All right, you trying to do music?
Yes, we'll be discussing first. What
all right, Don FM. What'd you think? So the Weeknd dropped his album Don FM, but this was the anticipated album. Actually, it wasn't anticipated because he literally said I'm gonna drop an album with no singles. So what are we doing? He tweeted, "What are we doing?" This is how I envisioned the Weeknd to talk. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Why would we have lead singles? You guys remember the days when we didn't have to have a single for your album? You could just drop. Well, I'm going to drop. That's crazy because he was like, "Yo, fuck the rollout," but like him saying "fuck the rollout" was the rollout.
Your Weeknd impersonation was terrible.
That's not how he talks.
No, I don't know.
Hey guys,
I do not know.
Don FM is great.
I don't know. Like no cap, no cap, no cap. That shit was ass. No. But he did no rollout. He said I'm dropping an album in a week. Y'all have fun.
So what do you think
of the rollout or the album?
Yeah, with your analyst hat on.
Okay, so we know what he did, right? He did like 140.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With this album was with Quincy Jones. Who was it? Somebody was it? Wade? I think it was Wade. I don't know. Wack 100 said this was his Thriller.
Anyways. Stop.
I'm joking. Yo, his Thriller. Yo, sorry. Go.
Who said
go,
that?
Go.
Someone did say that.
I think it was Wack 100.
No, it's Timberland.
It was
Tim.
Timberland. He did say that.
No way.
It was Timberland.
Yo, Tim just lost so much respect. This is his Thriller. Okay, yeah.
But
anyway, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
In terms of the just raw numbers, I would have and it was 16 songs, right?
Yeah.
I would expect him to do like more numbers. Not that I'm saying like 140 is bad, but for the Weeknd, I feel like that's bad. Like if I'm just comparing the Weeknd to the Weeknd, I'm like 140 for 16 songs.
I think 140 for an unannounced drop is not bad for the Weeknd.
No, but like we knew unannounced, like we knew a week in advance. Though.
Yeah.
But so like it's not like he did a Beyonce where he said, "Oh, album out."
Yeah.
Like that's unannounced.
Yeah.
So I'd still expect him to do. I'm not even like crazy more like touch a 200 or something. That's just what I would expect. So I'm not even saying it's bad. I'm just saying like I would have like If someone's like, "Oh, this album Weeknd, he dropped an album, only has a week to promote it. How much do you think he's going to do?" I'm saying like 3 something. Like I'm saying like 2 to in the 2-3 range minimum. Yeah. Like I was like a week.
I got you.
But
and a lot of the numbers are pre-generated, right?
Yeah.
Like they're pre-generated by numbers that the labels give to or the streaming platforms give to or exchange between the two, right? So I think if there was no official rollout, I think there's less justification for the labels to be like, this is going to do numbers.
Yeah.
So those automated numbers are probably down as well, right?
But
like he's not Beyonce.
But like I can't even like I'm like what if he didn't even but when did he we're like how long was he my fault. I'm all over the place. But in terms of like the project, we don't know like how long he was working on this. How like you said earlier, he's like, what if he was just like, "Yo, Tori, watch this," and he made this shit in like 2 months?
That was gonna be my next question. Like, is this trying to compete with Tori?
It's like
because this arguably could a lot of the songs sound like they could be throwaways. Because he started this whole 80s pop era.
For me personally, hell no, he's not competing with Tori. I don't think in Weeknd's head ever in his mind he was like, let me compete with Tori right now.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Like no.
But can we also pull up the numbers that Tori's album did? First week. Because he might be, and the Weeknd is known for answering niggas.
Not with that album.
Not with the album, but but if you think he dropped "Take My Breath Away," the same week or the week after Tori dropped his album, and "Take My Breath Away" was the lead single from this album he just dropped.
He dropped out like on a regular Friday, like another song, but
it was the same week or the week after Tori dropped his album.
All due respect, Tory Lanez, I fuck with you, but the Weeknd, I feel like he's way too big of an artist.
17K.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Jeez.
The Weeknd's never gonna build his anything around like a Tory drop, ever. Like he's never gonna like do Tory drop this, so I'm gonna drop this. He's never gonna do that.
You don't think it's possible that he had this in the tuck, and because there was no rollout, he was ready to drop at any time, and he heard that, and he was like, okay.
I doubt it, but like he could have.
Okay.
Because I agree with you that he's like the Weeknd's like he's like, yo, this 80s shit is me.
Yeah.
Because when I heard Tori's album, the first thing I thought about was the Weeknd.
So what do you think it says for music that 3 of Toronto's or the 3 most famous Torontonians in hip hop are two of them are in that retro vibe right now. Do you think that does anything for music? Do you think that says anything for music? Because I remember you said last time you think The Weeknd sets trends for music, which I would agree he does. But
yeah,
did you want to expand?
I think The Weeknd already set this trend though.
Of the 80s retro.
Yeah, like he preset this.
Yeah.
Like, and people are just kind of like, oh, this is like a thing.
Yeah.
And he's just like doubling down on like some shit that he already like had set. That's why it's this synth heavy to a different level right now. Yeah. Like with this project.
But if we're being honest, the synths were bad with even Starboy. Like there were a lot of synths with Starboy as well.
But Starboy,
and I think a lot of people thought
slept on.
I think a lot of people thought Starboy was gonna be just like a phase or just that album.
Yeah,
just
but then he went
one
deeper.
Project. Like if we're gonna talk about like someone's Thriller, Starboy was more likely his Thriller than this album.
Yeah, but yeah, for sure. But Starboy had a whole rollout, like a whole plan. Like this is fucking. I'm a motherfucking Starboy.
Yeah.
So, but in terms of rollout aside though, like musically, how are you feeling about like what you heard?
I like it. I liked it a lot. If I'm and it's more my sound. Like I like the 80s pop sound. I like the synth sound. I'm not sure I like the 80s pop sound done in 2022. Like I was saying earlier, it sounds like 80s revisited. Like it sounds like someone's interpretation of the 80s pop kind of feel. Similar to how when Silk Sonic said they were going to do a 70s album. And like I was thinking, okay, 70s you have
Silk Sonic shit was way better than this.
Well, no. But you had in the 70s you had like a huge spectrum. You had like the soul and that kind of area in terms of hip hop. You had like the soul and that area, and then you had disco. So, and I'm so upset they chose to go the disco route. Like, and it was so bad. It wasn't even good 70s music. It was like they took the worst part of the 70s and reinvented it.
I was fucking with it.
It was okay. It was okay for me. But this album, like the Don FM, if I'm gonna choose like between this one and Tori's album, what's it called again? Tori's album?
Niggas don't know.
The Alone at a Prom. I'm definitely taking Tori's album. I think cohesively it sounds better. I think it sounds like a better project. I think Don FM honestly sounded like two eras of The Weeknd stitched together. Like you were saying earlier, like the flow of the album wasn't good to you.
Yeah, I didn't like the flow.
Yeah, to me it sounded like two albums stitched together.
No, like I felt like not even the flow specifically, because I felt like the subject matter of the album flowed like perfectly through the whole way. Like he was talking about the same shit.
I'm not talking about subject matter.
But I'm talking about like the first
vibe.
album, the first half of the album and the second half of the album. Like the vibe, like it sounds like so different to me. I don't like, and I couldn't get over it. I'm like, am I listening to the same project right now? But it's like it's the same heavy like sounds and all that shit. Like in terms of production, it's similar, but I don't know. Like I can't like the first and second half of that album is just so distinguishable.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling the first half. Sorry.
Yeah, I wasn't like the first. Yeah, literally.
The first half to me is I don't know why, but the way Tori did the 80s sound, I enjoyed. Like I didn't find myself wanting to skip. The Weeknd on it, I think for me, like his Blinding Lights and all of that was perfect. Blinding Lights was good to me. I love that song. Yeah. But I'm not trying to hear a whole album or a whole half album of that. Like we got like the R&B Weeknd meets this synthy poppy Weeknd and Starboy, and I feel like now he's completely crossed the other side and left the R&B side behind. Yeah. Like the last time we got that was on that EP he dropped. I think it was 2016. Dear Melancholy.
My Dear Melancholy.
My Dear Melancholy. Yeah. And what was that? Four tracks, I think.
Yeah.
And they were fire. Like those are still on repeat for me because it's like that's the most recent like House of Balloonish R&B.
Yeah, not that he has to be House of Balloons, but like it was R&B. It's R&B. It's more R&B than like.
But I say House of Balloons because like House of Balloons has that kind of like mystic.
The
chamber music meets R&B kind of like, you know,
it's R&B, but it's like it's a vibe.
It's like experimental R&B almost. It's crazy. It's a whole vibe.
It's this whole thing, but back to that, like you were saying. Like this, like not wanting to skip, bro. That the first part of Don FM, I was like, bro, I'll skip all these songs. As soon as I got to that second half of it, I was like, oh, this is the thing. Like this is something right here for me. And I was just enjoying that second half. Like the Tory album, comparing those two, I get it because like how similar in the type of music they are. Yeah. But I was like, for the Tory, I still don't even know how I feel about it because I listened to it a couple of times, and each time I just have different reviews on that project. So I'm like, I don't even know where I stand with it. Yeah. But it's not like I can't listen to it again.
And I see girls liking the Tory album more than the Weeknd one. Honestly,
I do. I see that too. But in terms of writing, Weeknd hasn't missed a step in terms of just the content matter. When he was talking, and that bitch had a fucking husband.
Yeah,
I was like,
no cap.
I was like,
and in terms of his target, I feel like for the Weeknd and for his target, he always hits dead on. Like he knows who he's hitting and what he's going for, and he hits it every single time. Like I don't think necessarily this album was for us because I think with Blinding Lights, like he's crossed over into a whole nother realm. My ex, a girl who does not listen to hip hop or anything, was bumping Blinding Lights and like started going through the Weeknd's like discog, just trying to find other songs like that. So I think I can't say for sure, but if what I see it does in the white community is like I think he's like, okay, all right, I'll give you guys a full album of this real quick.
Yeah.
I hope to see him back in his R&B bag.
Yeah, I want to see Weeknd back in his R&B bag. It doesn't
even
have
if
to.
It's EP.
It doesn't have to be House of Balloons. It doesn't have to be sound as sad as fuck. Well, it should be, but it doesn't have to be like the same.
Has Weeknd ever been happy?
No, it doesn't have to. Never in his life.
Name one song. Yeah, name one song.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't have to be like that sound though. In terms of like, it doesn't have to be the same sound that we're used to. It could be a different sound. Just make it more R&B, like the 80s. Like it's fine, bro, because there's clearly songs on that I like. There's songs on there that I like, but it's
been done.
But like,
I'm glad that the trend creeped into hip hop, and
let's go.
Hopefully, it creeps the fuck up.
Like, not that like just some R&B for me, bro. Just a little bit on the R&B side because you went all the way. So like, start making your way back. Yeah. Anyways, are you P?
Am I P?
Are you P?
I'm P, but like
J something. You're P.
I'm P, but I don't know if you're
P. Yo, Lou, you're P.
Like I don't know if I can.
You're P. Yo, TJ, you're P.
But I don't know if I don't know if I can accept him asking me if I'm P.
Why?
Like I don't know if he's P. I don't know if he's P.
Niggas got a question that I'm P.
Cause I'm pushing. I'm pushing. I'm pushing.
Yo, niggas say you never had the question.
I'm pushing.
I'm P.
I'm pushing. What was that track? Too Easy. That was a single. That has to be okay because I was like we saw that in Rolling Loud. I remember him performing Too Easy.
Nah,
this shit too easy. What? That was a track.
Yeah, nah.
Sorry, Gunna, I didn't appreciate seeing you live, but this album slaps, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. There's like Lou and I were speaking about it earlier. There's like for me 2-3 max skips, and they're not even really skips.
And they're not even skips. There's just parts I don't like. Like that.
For me, they're just skips.
Like that Nietzsche verse.
For me, I only listen to the album like start to finish. They're only skips because they like the vibe was too similar to the song before.
Yeah.
But if I listen to that shit on shuffle, I'm sure that shit's slapping, bro.
Bro, do you know what got me giddy on that album?
Yeah.
Giddy is crazy for me to say. But Kodak, when he came on that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Nah, I wasn't expecting Kodak. I was working. I was like writing in my notebook, and that track, and there's a next track.
Him and Kodak going back and forth was
the craziest.
Crazy. They were.
Yo, Kodak is in his prime right now. Kodak's in his prime.
Because Kodak was in his prime, then he left it, and he's making his way back.
Nah, his peak right now is bigger than his peak before.
I want to see
lyrically and rap wise, like he
just did Super Gremlin or whatever and shit. Then he came back with Kodak's in his bag.
He's in his bag right now. He's comfy in his bag right now.
I want the next Kodak album with like a full roll, like a Kodak album. That's what I want right now. And
I need that.
He's in his bag right now. But back to like,
and he's dropping singles like it's his day. Where like he dropped another single. What was it 2-3 weeks ago? Like he's dropping singles like it's a day job.
Back to P. Back to being P. Back to Poochie Gown. Back to YSL. Future Hendrix. Sir, I will never not respect you. I fuck with you, Future. I will never forgive you for saying she turned lesbian. Listen. nigga.
No way! I was actually weak, bro.
No, cause bro, what?
I was weak. I was weak.
You guys know how I feel about Future. That's my guy, bro. Yeah. But what do you mean? She turns past me like, nigga, bro. That shit had me crying. But that Gunna album is amazing to me. Like, I was listening to it like, wow, this shit fucking slaps. Like that's all I've been listening to. Really, I've been listening to Gunna. That's it. I don't have to turn anything else on. And that's how a new that's how a new album comes out.
Yeah,
that's how it should be. I should not want to listen to shit else. Like, I shouldn't want to like hear your album and then I'm like, but I gotta listen to some other music because I want to forget about your bullshit.
Yeah.
That's how some albums be when you just listen to it.
Really and truly.
And I'm like, bro, for Gunna, I'm like, bro, let me run this shit back.
Yeah.
I don't even have to say run this shit back because it's already on repeat. I'm just listening to this shit back to back, and I'm like, yeah, I'm vibing like. And he was, bro, the shit he was talking about on there is still Gunna shit, but his beat selection. A fucking one. His beat selection is a fucking one. Like, he has an ear. I think he's one of those guys who just like, yeah, even if I don't know how he'd be producing someone else's shit, but for him, he's like, I know what I could work with.
Yeah, I know I could vibe on.
Yeah. He knows himself.
Yeah.
And then, bro, he had like, other than like I said, the Nietzsche one was like, but like,
G Herbo track.
The G Herbo's
that shit made me want to just like go out in the streets and put all my windows down,
bro. G Herbo
blast it so everyone could hear it with me.
G Herbo's my guy too. That G Herbo shit was hard.
They were running on that beat. They were running on that beat, fam.
The fucking bro. What was him and bro? What's that other shit? What did him and Young Thug say? Now she looks like a cow. What was Young Thug talking about?
Oh my
and
god!
On her face, she looked like a cow.
We really need to come in here one day and do a whole.
You know that
we need to come in here one day and do a Young Thug breakdown for real.
No, but that song, I was like, and I was vibing, and these niggas is talking about some bullshit. Like, wait, he was in his bag.
Yeah, we really need to come in here and do a Young Thug breakdown, a lyric breakdown for real. Like that's a must. That's a must. You
want the mic?
Getting a little too comfortable over there.
He's sitting up and stuff.
First this nigga falling asleep, then you pipe it up.
Do you know what that means? Last episode was just ass, and he's
now. That's crazy. You know why we didn't talk about music enough for him last time? He's like these are all stories I've heard before.
Nah, bro, I'm crying.
Yeah,
bro said
but applaud to both Gunna and Weeknd. You know, you guys killed it, bro.
Yeah, Weeknd album was it was okay. It has songs I'm gonna listen to again for sure.
And I appreciate you diving into a next sound. I appreciate.
I appreciate trying some new shit.
Yeah, just come back.
Yeah, come back to me.
Come back. Even if it's an EP, give me 4 more songs, please.
Yeah, real shit.
It's been 5 years.
But Gunna, bro,
6 years. My God,
Gunna, bro. You pee.
Yeah.
You pee. You're a pee.
You pee. And like all you guys who are trying to figure out what pee means,
you're not.
Don't even try.
If you don't just know what pee is,
just know this podcast.
Just know you're not pee.
Pee for podcast.
Yeah.
We pee. We pee.
Push in podcast. Word to TJ.
Okay, before we get out of here, you trying to cover TV real quick?
Yeah, we need to touch TV.
There's so much in TV, bro.
First of all, Euphoria is back. We're starting with Euphoria. Euphoria is back.
I let you down.
You didn't watch it?
No.
Did you?
Zendaya's in that, right?
I will slap the fuck out this nigga.
Oh shit! Shit! Who's in Euphoria? I swear it's a Zendaya show.
It is Zendaya.
Okay.
But why would you have to ask me if it's Zendaya?
I wasn't.
No.
I wasn't 100%. I thought it might be an Issa Rae show again.
I will slap the fuck out this nigga. Shout out to Insecure, but I will slap the.
Insecure.
I
That's
fuck with Insecure too,
Insecure.
But I'll fight this nigga.
Yo.
Yeah,
bro. I'm sorry, Euphoria. Like, I'm sorry. So it's been out since 2019.
I will slap the fuck out of it, nigga. You didn't watch the first season?
Nigga, I don't.
No, you saw the first season.
Tell me about it. Tell me about Euphoria. Yeah,
I will punch you.
Yeah, folks. Riveting review.
You're
from
not
someone who's never
You're
seen
not
it. I've never seen it,
bro. The first season.
Stop this.
The first season came out so long, like 2019, and then it was the new season was supposed to come out last year. This is only the second season of the show.
Okay, but like
it's supposed to come out, but COVID, and they push it back. And bro, the show is fire. Like, it's fire. It's
like what? Can you give me like a quick like breakdown? Is it something that,
bro? You should already have watched it. To be honest,
is it like a drama? Is it a comedy? It's HBO.
It's a drama. First of all, you're gonna watch.
Is it a high school drama? Or is it like
it's a high school drama? But it's not high school. It's not high school. It is, bro.
How long is Zendaya gonna keep playing high school characters?
Bro, I do not. She could play this one until she graduates. I don't give a fuck. Listen,
that's like, whoa, okay.
I do like. Listen, when I tell you this show is like, it's like, it's like what, like the themes and shit like that. First off, you would not let. Do you think Zendaya is a good actress? Like from what you know,
yeah,
bro. You're gonna think she's like I don't know how good you think she is.
She's okay. She's okay.
You think she's top? That's what I mean.
She's not top tier.
That's what I mean. Okay. That's what I mean. You're gonna put her on a higher level of like where you feel like she is as an actress because you will not let
doing that dramatic acting. I've only ever seen her in like comedy roles.
You're not gonna let her alone in your house after that because she plays a drug addict.
Oh, okay.
And she's a bucket. She's a fucking buck tea.
Oh my god. She's a young high schooler bad buck tea.
She's not bad. She's not bad.
How could they like de-badify her?
She looks like a high school. Like she actually looks like you know this. She looks like a smoking like a section.
Yeah,
like the smoker section. She looks like a smoker section thing from.
Damn.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it just for the sake of this pod. I'm gonna watch it. I'll probably get to it anyway, but I'm gonna watch it.
No, because I'm gonna start spoiling like in like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, not. Oh yeah, I was like, we was not doing timestamps. I was like, I must say, mark that down about spoiling.
I'll start spoiling like 2 weeks from now.
Next pod I will have watched probably season 1.
Yeah,
for you. Yeah, no cap.
The first season only like 10 episodes.
But what else are you watching? I just finished watching Only Murders in the Building. Have you seen that one?
No, yet.
It's a Disney Plus. It's a whodunit mystery / comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's with Selena Gomez and Martin Short, who is a Canadian legend, and Steve Martin. And basically, it's about them starting a podcast, but they all live in like this upper Manhattan rich apartment, and a murder happens. And so they like get invested and figure out who did the murder, and they start a podcast about it. And
that's fire.
It's pretty funny. That
actually sounds like a good idea.
It's actually like one of the best roles I've seen Selena Gomez in since like Wizards of Waverly. Like she played like she actually like she kills it, bro.
You're like, you're a real actress.
Yeah, I'm like, you act like wow. But she kind of gives that like Kristen Stewart acting, like where she like seems disinterested in everything.
In everything,
like,
yeah.
Man, like like that's just her shtick.
Like open up your mouth.
A lie, say something.
Like yeah.
That was good. What were you watching?
I'm almost done a show called Yellowstone.
Okay, yeah.
It's basically
is that Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Prime.
Yeah,
it's basically just like a rich, murderous family of cowboys trying to protect their ranch from like people trying to take it from them, and for different reasons. Like they're fighting like the Native Americans are trying to take their ranch because they're like, this land is our land, and then the government's trying to take it because they're like, we could develop this land for other stuff. Well, the government's actually not really trying to take it like that because but other people are trying to pressure the government to allow them to take it, like land developers and stuff like that who wanna build like touristy, who wants to build like ski resorts and shit like that because it's like prime, it's prime time.
Find a way to monetize the land.
Yeah. So and then this family is willing to do anything you could think of to keep their land. 7 generations of land that they own, and these people who want the land are willing to do anything to take it from them.
I'm gonna say that.
But yeah,
that sounds right up my alley.
That's cool. I was watching. So back on Euphoria. You guys know Drake produces Euphoria, right? He's a producer.
I think but he's an EP, right? Like he's not.
No, yeah, he's an executive producer.
Yeah, so he funds it. Right?
Yeah. But they're back to that. Their remake HBO makes Euphoria, and their HBO's now making they're rebooting Degrassi. Like they're doing the new Degrassi.
I saw that.
I'm not kidding. It's coming out in 2023. It starts filming 2022.
Is it still based in Canada?
Yeah, it's still based in Toronto. I'm looking for auditions.
Yeah.
If they're not doing the real high school shit, because HBO or Euphoria is based in high school, but all the main characters are like 30 acting as high schoolers. I'm looking for the fucking for auditions. I literally started looking today. I was when I seen the news.
There's a website called Project Glass. Project Glass Casting.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I used to go to them a lot, like for casting.
Because I always try to look for real casting roles, and it's really hard to find when you don't have an agent or anything. Just looking on your own. But that is something I wanted to get into this year. I was like, I want to audition.
I want to
audition for.
Do you have headshot
and stuff? No, but I could take them whenever.
We should do that. Get into that.
And then, I watched an anime called King's Ranking.
Okay,
bro, it's different.
Is it anime like that I would be into?
I think so.
Okay, is it like?
I feel like you'd think it's like, it might be for a younger audience because it's so like, but I don't know how to describe it. It's like set in like medieval times, but in like it kind of looks like a children's book.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like mirror on the wall. Like that's a part of it. Like
it's like it's like
snakes. Like
so it's like kind of like lore fables, but like anime version.
Yeah, but it's about it. Okay. So basically, it's this kid. He's a kid, and he's a prince. He knows he's a prince. He's the first son of a.
Look how his head is so big.
Yeah,
oh
literally,
my god, his mouth is so big.
So literally him. So his name's OG, right? He's deaf and he's mute. So he can't talk and he can't hear, and he's the first son of a king. So he's like next in line to be king, but he's like weak and everything like that, and like and his dad's a whole giant. He's like one of the strongest kings, and there's a ranking between all the kings, and his dad's like 7th place, and he's physically the strongest, and you're trying to like you see that like little small nigga and you're like, how the fuck is she like the son of two giants? Like it doesn't make sense. But it's a whole story, and I was like watching it. And at first I was like, what the fuck is this? But then I'm watching it, I'm like, whoa, this is like there's a lot going on here. Like emotional like characters that are actually
emotional
like dealing
damage.
Like emotional damage. Who's really like going through it. Like so I was like, bro, it's cool. It's a real cool anime to me.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna start that. The ones you're suggesting, I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
If I fuck with them, I'm gonna say that though.
Nigga, start with Euphoria, bastard.
Yeah. Euphoria, Yellowstone, all these shows.
Start with Euphoria.
I finally watched the last episodes of Money Heist.
I never watched Money Heist, so
you still haven't watched Money Heist?
No.
Like the show?
No.
You haven't watched it?
I watched No, I watched the first. Bro, I didn't like it like that, bro. Like I watched the first 4 episodes 10 times.
That's where you fucked up.
I watched the first 4 episodes.
Next time you go to watch it, start on episode 5.
Bro.
No, the recap, since you watched them so many times, the recap will be enough. Start episode 5, because by the time you get to episode 6, you're not gonna put it down till season 4.
I kept watching the 4.
It's one of those shows where it's like the anxiety level, fam. It ends on such a major cliffhanger every episode. It's like, nah, I need to run back the next episode, fam.
Cause I was watching that bare times. I was like, nigga, I can't, bro. I can't. I was just it's not for me. At that point, I was like, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
Cause I like you know.
Was it the dubbing or like what?
No, because I was like
just the content.
No, because the content is some shit I would like.
Yeah, episode 4. I don't even. What happens? Nothing happens. Yeah, nothing happens, like, bro.
Bro, there's I don't know.
They just got into the bank.
Yeah,
they just got into the bank, fam. There's a whole. I remember episode 4. I was thinking the same thing. I was watching it for Johan. I was like, he's been begging me to watch this. I'm gonna watch it. Like episode 4. I remember thinking, or around that time, I remember thinking, yo, there's a whole like at this time there's 2 seasons. I was like, there's 2 seasons, and they're all in a bank. Like what the hell? And I'm telling you right now, that is what makes the show so greasy. Is that it's 3 seasons of them in a bank, fam, but it's entertaining as hell. Like you couldn't pull me into a show by telling me that they stay in the bank for 3 seasons, but they do it right. They do it so right. And there's just bad girls everywhere.
After I've 5 more episodes of like Yellowstone until I'm fully caught up because there's 4 seasons. Okay. Then I'm gonna watch Succession.
Sounds like a country version of like Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, keep it going.
I guess, but no.
Yeah.
Yes
But
and no. Like
there's
there's definitely like similarities there.
Yeah.
And then I want to watch Succession really bad.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to watch Succession and I've been loafing on it. So but after that, I'll give Money Heist a fifth try.
Yeah, please. I'm gonna start Yellowstone, so please. And for in terms of movies, there's no real movies that came out, but I'm gonna come in here next time and for sure when we do one of our evergreen podcasts, we'll get Tehran on it. But I'm gonna come in here next time with the Eternals review for sure because Eternals just dropped on Disney Plus.
Oh, it did?
Yeah,
I'll finally watch it.
I think it released it this morning on Disney Plus. So I'm gonna.
That's what I'm gonna watch tonight.
Yeah, Eternals.
Yeah, because I didn't go and see it.
And I've seen all the rest of the movies in the line, like before and after Eternals. So hopefully it puts things in Shang-Chi like a little
full
bit
disclaimer.
more.
I still didn't watch the new Spider-Man.
Yeah, the new Spider-Man was really good. It was really good. It was.
I wanted to see it, but when I was gonna go to see it finally, like we went back on shutdown.
Yeah, the only problem for me is it really highlighted how like bad the new Spider-Man is. It really highlighted how bad Tom Holland is as Spider-Man. Like, and don't get me wrong, I like him as Spider-Man, but out of all three, I think he is the least Spider-Man like in terms of a character. Yep. Like all his like whiny like and is like kind of like fucking up every situation in every movie he's been in is like that's not very Spider-Man-esque. And
like his portrayal of Spider-Man.
Yeah, his portrayal of Spider-Man is
or like how it's written. Because a lot of a lot of people said Andrew Garfield. They just hated his writing, and they really liked Andrew Garfield himself as Spider-Man, and his writing sucked.
Toby and Andrew were playing Spider-Man, and to me, Tom Holland is playing a kid who is Spider-Man. If that makes sense. Because I think with Toby and Andrew, like the movies were so like Spider-Man focused. I think because of like the new like Marvel taking on everything, the new Spider-Man movies are a little bit more like here's his life and what's going on at home and all that kind of stuff. So there's a little bit more of that. Like I can get why Toby and Andrew were more Spider-Man because we only saw them as Spider-Man.
Yeah,
like I'm seeing Tom as like a student and like
they didn't want to care.
Like,
but I feel like
wall,
that,
nigga.
Yeah, I feel like that's more an issue with their writing for you than him.
Yeah,
like specifically how they're portraying him because he's definitely gonna be a focal point in like the new phases of Marvel. Yeah. Not just Spider-Man as like
he just
Marvel.
Signed on for 3 more movies, I think.
Yeah, so he's like with Iron Man no more. Yeah. He's like it's like clear that he's taking that role as him.
Yeah,
like the next thing,
the next leader of the Avengers.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of has to.
Well, Doctor Strange is still their leader now.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't say he's a leader. He's like the eldest.
Doctor Strange?
There's a difference. Like, in every group you have like the oldest, like the old wise one, and then you have the leader.
But Doctor Strange might not be the leader, but he's going to continue to fix all their problems.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, when you watch No Way Home, he kind of causes problems. But anyway. Yeah, like
I didn't watch it.
Like
yet, so.
Honestly, Doctor Strange is just as dumb as Spider-Man.
Oh,
like,
so
when you watch it, like anyway, we'll get to that. But anyway, all of that next week.
Nigga can't see the future no more.
that might be the problem. That might be the problem. Not even gonna lie. All right, there's anything else you want to get to?
Yeah. All right. One last topic before we're done for the day. What the bro? People don't understand when you're joking anymore.
No.
When you're making a joke, people do not understand.
No.
Bro, I made a TikTok, and in the comments, it was bitches thinking I'm dead ass serious.
Yeah.
Literally all throughout the comments.
The alarm clock one?
The alarm clock one.
The alarm clock.
All throughout, I was like, it's just hashtag joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag, and I'm like, bro, and she's like, oh, literally, like, it's obviously the majority is just like ha 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 you're toxic, ha ha funny you're toxic, but if it's just like, oh, this is bag, like why you like I'm like bro, I would never do this in my life. I'm joking.
Female,
like hey,
female I mean woman
I was like, not even that. I was like, bro, like you guys, or like the people like who are breaking down. Oh, this is so manipulative, or like, I'm like, first of all, if this works on you, you're dead. Like, if a nigga doing this works on you, you're the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
The niggas, or she's like, oh,
it's embarrassing actually.
Or someone's like, or it's like lying for pussy. I'm like, in the joke, I didn't even lie for pussy. I was saying I was messaging them at a certain time. But like, even if like, it's a joke. Like, you're joking. Like, laugh or don't laugh.
Yeah. It's really weird.
I was very not P. Very not P. I was like, it was like the little it was like literally, it's just the little things where I'm just like, why are you like, and that's like, not
nobody,
the first time.
No one gets a sense of humor.
Or it's like, like,
the worst thing we ever did was like give everybody a phone and access to a platform
and the ability to just press comment.
Yeah, like it's
or just like press send on anything.
Yeah,
but yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was like it's a yoke. It's a yoke. Yeah.
Well, even one of my TikToks that I posted, it was a video of a girl who it sounded like she said the N-word, and I was like videotaping her. And obviously it was light to me, like it was not light, but obviously I didn't care enough to say anything in the moment. Like, I got her on camera. That was enough for me. Like, the moment was over. And there were people in the comments, like I had to turn off the comments because people in the comments were like doxing her. Like they found her.
Not that, I just in the job.
Yeah, they found her address and her job. My girl found me on Instagram, messaged me on Instagram being like, yo, like I'm about to get fired. I'm a dentist assistant. I was like, well, you shouldn't have said nigga. This is TikTok. Like, come on now.
This is TikTok.
But I wasn't comfortable with them posting her address. I was like, chill. Yeah. Like, relax, bro, relax.
Like, bro, she said, like, bro, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah. Like, you guys want to go kill her? Like, relax.
Listen, you shouldn't. Oh, white people should not be saying nigga for no reason. I'm sorry. Yeah. Just don't say it.
Yeah.
But if you think, and especially if they're mad in a mad situation, a white person saying nigga for no reason.
I'm not going to lie. It was kind of funny how she said it because, like, the guys, if you see the TikTok, like, guys were fighting.
Yeah.
And she goes up to her girlfriends and she's like, nah, these niggas are wildin'. And I was like, nah.
Like,
she said niggas? She said something like that. Like, what's wrong with these niggas?
But, like, literally that, or like, what's that song? And what's that Drake song where he said, "Oh, the white girl said, yeah, Marvin, she's like these white girl, her white girl just said these niggas are crazy.
If they did, we gon' be in some trouble."
Real life, but it's like, bro, like, unfortunately, every single white person said nigga, and
every single one,
every last one of them. And if they say, "Oh, I've never said it," you're talking to a liar.
As soon as you say nigga, they're screaming it in their head, bro. They're like nigga. Oh my god, I'm saying in my head, nigga. Bro, it's like, when you're a kid and your mom would be like, yo, don't say that like duppy word or whatever, and you just couldn't help yourself from saying it in your head. That's how they view when you say don't say nigga. They be like nigger.
They might have really not said the hard ER.
Nah, they said it,
but they probably did. But they said it.
They said it just once to hear how it sounds.
No one was around. Looked both ways. Said it and even felt bad about it. Maybe even felt bad about it. But
they probably said it. Did like the sound.
But they said it. They listened to their favorite genre of music's rap, hip hop.
If you think they're not saying it when, like, come on now,
bro.
But I know for a fact a couple white people don't say it when they're alone because they don't want to get into habit of saying it, so they don't slip up when they're around a black person.
Yeah, I'm
like, damn, these white people getting tricky. They're getting tricky and sneaky with it. Damn, we can't weed them out anymore.
But yeah, stop saying nigga. You two Mexicans, stop saying nigga, bro. I forget about you. You thought I forgot. Tie it back.
How about we all just stop?
Shut up, nigga.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay. And that brings an end to episode 3. Thank you guys for joining us.
Appreciate you.
That's fun.